This is a framework, right? When I talk about identifying who your avatar is, and you tell me anybody who makes money, who wants to make money online, that is not an avatar.
Okay.
So when you talk about spending that type of money, when you talk about spending, you know, any form of advertising, you have to understand who your target audience is. You have to understand what your unique hook is going to be. You have to understand these things in order to be able to create any sustainable business. If you're going to sell to people who want to make money online, you still have to narrow down your avatar of who you're going to target.
I get that.
You can't go after everyone. And everyone would love to believe that, you know, oh, I can get these cheap clicks and et cetera. They'll show you these screenshots. But the reality of it is that traffic is so low quality that your conversion rates are so low that you can't make any money. And then by the time you do make money, you're 3, 4, 5 months down the road. And yes, you can make money that way. Absolutely. But do you have 4 or 5 months to monetize the traffic that you're buying today?
Nope.
Do you have that?
No.
Most people don't. Now, if you do, again, I'm not telling you how to spend your money. I'm telling you what works, and I'm telling you what works every single time. And the thing is that I cannot tell you how many times I've heard someone say, I'm going to get all these people to go through some type of funnel, whether it's a quiz funnel or survey funnel, or you know, clicking these things to go in all these different directions. I'm going to sell them all this stuff. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard someone say that. But I also cannot tell you anyone who's made that model work. I don't know of anyone who's made it work. No.
So can it be just one piece, but can it be like the hook to attract people into something that's more of your own, a community where you have other ways to monetize those people, like maybe a membership type of a model, but attracting them to your membership using the software as a hook, just using it as that piece?
Just a moment. This is the framework that 100% successful marketers follow. There's the mindset, there's an avatar, USP, offer, traffic, team, authority, system, and scaling. Where does this fit into that? This is traffic. Now, you may be able to roll this into your USP. You may even be able to roll this into your offer, but that still does not discount the fact that these things are still needed. You still have to have a very clear avatar that you're going after. You have to have a very clear USP and hook that delivers on some promise to that avatar.
Okay.
And that's why I was giving you the examples that I gave earlier. There are the business models that I showed you guys. Again, that list is not, you know, totally comprehensive. And for each one of these business models, there's probably 20 or 30 ways you can do them. So there are literally thousands of ways to make money online. You cannot possibly speak to all of those people. You can't. And you also cannot afford to market to them all. You don't have the money. Because again, if you did have the money, we wouldn't be on this call. You'd be owning Facebook or sitting on some island somewhere where you can afford to spend 30, 40, 50, $60,000 a week, and you don't need to see that money again for 3, 4 months. You know, I talked to Dan Henry, and this guy spends literally $1 million a month on advertising. $1 million, more money than most people would see in their entire lives. This guy spends a month on advertising. And he says that that $1 million does not become profitable until 3 months later. Well, 2.5. And when you think about that, that's mind blowing. So no matter what you look at in that scenario, now, does Dan go after the huge make money online market? Yeah, he does. But he's got the money to float. He's got the money to float before he gets the profit back in. So if you spent $1 today and it turned into $3 3 months from now, you've got a great business model. How much of that can you afford to float? Can you afford to spend $1,000 this month and not see that $3,000 until the end of March? Maybe you can. And if you can, great. Then you got a business model that works, but you're going after too broad of a market in order to make any advertising, no matter how cheap it is, to make any advertising work. So going back to the model, I'm not telling you guys anything differently. You're going to hear me say the exact same things every single time, because I'm not making this up off the top of my head. I'm not, shooting from the hip. I'm not speculating. I'm not, assuming. I'm going to go right back to the same thing. This is the model that 100% of successful marketers follow. And if you want to vary from that, I can't stop you from that. I can't stop you from doing that. I'm going to strongly suggest that you don't, because I want you to be successful. I don't want to be talking to you when near the end of this program and you're still telling me about Sean Casey software and how you're going to get all this other stuff because the software does the selling and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be having that conversation with you, 2 or 3 months from now. I don't. I want to hear you saying, I chose an avatar, I did this thing, and I use Sean Casey software, and this is how much money it's making me now. Because let's go right back to the framework. Let's go right back to the framework. Number 4 in this framework is an offer. And as I said before, that offer can be yours or it can be an affiliate offer. It doesn't matter. You have to have an offer, but with that offer, it has to go out to someone who wants that thing. Yeah. And if you're trying to sell 5 things, that's 5 people that you got to sell to.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, let's say for the sake of example, the offer is a piece of software that specifically helps people to optimize their Facebook ads. So I need to build my avatar, find my ideal avatar, the people that actually are looking to do this, to optimize their Facebook ads. See, and that's what I'm going after, right?
See, you literally just made the point, and I'm glad to hear you say that. I'm absolutely glad to hear you say that, because I go back to the point that I've been saying, is that everyone wants something, right? Everyone's looking at what's in it for me, what's in it for me, what's in it for me. And if you're talking about, here's a software that helps you optimize Facebook ads, guess who cares about that? People, first of all, who know about Facebook ads, and secondly, someone who's savvy enough to know that they need to optimize them.
Yeah.
That's not everybody.
Yeah, got it.
So let's drill down here. And this is perfectly timed and perfectly done. And again, it's not to pick on you, Jean-Pierre, or anything of that nature. But I truly appreciate you sharing this with the group, because this is allowing everyone to see, you know what? Yeah, I got to have a very clear avatar that I'm going after, because otherwise the marketing is going to break down unless I've got enough marketing to sit on for 3 or 4 months.